This may look like a guy with a really big nose, but it's actually an adjustable slip joint ratcheting wrench. Let's take a look. So this is a modern clone of the 1931 vintage Billings and Spencer ply wrench. I put the patent and historical information links in the description of this videos. The jaws open up from about 5/16 of an inch, 8 millimeters, to about 3/4 of an inch, or about 19 millimeters, but they're only able to accept hex fasteners from about number 8 to a 1/2 inch or 5 millimeters to 12 millimeters. You can adjust them just like any other slip joint plier. You move it down and you can select which position you want. There are 3 slip joints positions that you can select in this. You can see that there are teeth on both sides of the jaw to assist in its gripping. So if you want to use it on a bolt, you align these 2 sides here with the corner of the bolt, then you close the bottom bolt. Now you can see here that this will work, but it's just a little bit too big in its base setting. So if we open it up one more and try again, you can see here that's a perfect fit. It allows a sort of ratcheting mechanism where you can do this and ratchet the bolt. And on top of that, once you got it where you need it, I can actually just keep my pressure on my hand just like that to actually push. You can see if I want to go the opposite way, the jaws will try to open up. But right here, I have no problem with just pushing the force on there. So it's actually pretty cool. With just putting a little bit of force, it's similar to the Knipex pliers wrench and similar ratcheting action. Now, because of the teeth on both sets of jaws, it will mar the bolts or screws or whatever you want to use it on, the workpiece. It will mar them a little bit, especially you can see when I'm ratcheting here, you can hear the sound that it's making. So it's obviously marking up the edges, the corners rather, of this nut. It works pretty dang well actually for such a weird little design. Banana Force Scale, please subscribe. Guess what? I wrote a children's book called Who Says Pooh? It's a funny read-aloud children's book about words in different languages that sound phonetically like the English word poo. Buying a book today helps support my channel. And also, you'd brighten up my day a whole bunch. Link is in the description. Now back to the video. Now, this weighs 5.5 ounces, okay? The Knipex Pliers Wrench 180 weighs about 8 ounces. Now, clearly, these are different tools. They are different sizes. They have different max capacities. So it's not a great comparison per se between the two. Maybe a more fair comparison would be with the Knipex Cobra 150s, which are 5.1 ounces, actually a little bit lighter than these, and they get a lot bigger in the jaw size. You can see that there. They will similarly mar up the bolts or screws or nuts or whatever you use them on, though that being said, this will probably mar them less. This is also a lot less finicky and it is easier to use, as when you're doing this, when you're using this, it is kind of wiggly and kind of fiddly with your hands, whereas once you set this, it's not going to go. You can go what you want, and it's going to have the same kind of function where if you have it sized correctly, you just have to push down on there as well. So again, this is almost better in just about every single way than this one. I can't think of a way where this one is better. Maybe because, you know, this one's better by looking like an old man with a big nose than this guy is. If you want something that is even smaller still and just as good, the Knipex Cobra 125s also open up larger than this. And just in every way, these are going to be better than this. I feel like the Knipex Cobra is a great comparison to this wrench, since they're both pocket tools and they'll both mar a nut or a bolt anyway. Now, if I had the choice between the two, I would obviously choose the Cobra 150 or the Cobra 125 every day. However, you know, if you have this, it's a pretty cool choice. Now, it is, as far as I know, only sold in Canada, though I'll put links to eBay in the description. Now, this is, like I said at the beginning of this video, this is a reproduction of a ply wrench, and I'll put a link to a search on eBay for that. Hopefully you'll be able to find one if you're interested in this. Now, I wonder why a Canadian company brought back this wrench. I'm glad they did, because it's a lot of fun to play around with. Not every, you know, tool needs to be the most efficient, you know, or the perfect tool. Sometimes it's nice to, you know, just have some fun. And if you like this video, please check out the video I did about the efficiency tool wrench pliers that have a really cool little secret up their sleeves. Thanks for watching.